Hello everybody, so today we have a pretty quick video and it is going to be on highlight. So this is probably one of the most minimal aspects of my collection. I don't really wear it a ton, I don't enjoy it a lot. I don't know, I just feel like if I have found some really good ones and I have a good range and there's not much else to be done. I will say I do have a couple palettes that I think make this a bit larger than it might appear here, but I'm doing like palettes in a separate video, so we'll just go through those and just, you know, it's kind of a minimal one. So the first one I have is the Mary Luminizer from the Balm. This is such an OG, and because this is like a quick video, I will actually swatch them. So this is just an OG. I feel like it is one of the best, just like classic 2016 highlighters of like that really intense like glow and just like sort of strip of gorgeousness on your cheekbone. I think it's a really good one and I keep it in my collection because I'm like, I know that's gonna come back and I really enjoy having it. It's a really creamy formula and the color is just so beautiful. So I have it. I don't wear it a ton, but I think it's a great highlighter. And I don't know, highlighter is kind of something where I just feel like there's not really been much changes or like advances in it. Like it kind of is what it is as a product, and I don't know, it's not really exciting to me anymore, but I think that one's such a classic. The next one I have is the Bobbi Brown highlighter in the shade Pink Glow. I bought this ages ago too. I mean, this is like hardly talked about ever, but this is just like a really pretty like pink highlighter actually, which is really nice. And it's funny because swatching this, I totally forgot this is kind of like that icy pink, and I had been thinking about buying another, so good to swatch this. But this is a beautiful little highlighter. I feel like it's again kind of a classic formula, and actually I would say a little dated because I think this is a bit more like shimmery and like, you know, has those glitter particles versus like the Mary Luminizer is a much more like sheen, if that makes sense. So I actually do really enjoy it. I think it's a really good formula, and looking at these side by side, I kind of prefer the pink, at least with my skin tone at the moment, but kind of interesting to see them side by side. I think I don't know, in general, I mean, these highlighters aren't going to be the boom 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 glow because that's just like not what I'm into. It's not in trend anymore, but very possible for it to come back. So next up we have the Physicians Formula Warm Nude Shimmer Brick. This is another like OG dupe. I actually love this for not just highlight. I guess we'll just swatch the highlight. It's so beautiful, but it also like these shades are really pretty on the lid, and to just like add like dimension and kind of a beautiful glow on the lid. I feel like these are really good. So this is a really underrated product. It's funny, this was the like classic dupe. I remember, I think Kathleen Lights talked about this all the time as a dupe for like, you know, a drugstore highlighter, because back in that trend there really weren't many drugstore highlighters available, and I just feel like this one is so good, and I still like use it. And actually, if I'm like planning on going out and really like want a beautiful highlight on my cheeks, this is probably what I'd reach for, because I think it looks the best on skin. It has the best texture. It doesn't look super like get caught on texture, and I've had this for ages. It's such a bulky package. I mean, this whole like section is not needed, but I really do enjoy this, and I think it stands up still. It's such a throwback product. It's funny. The last sort of powder highlight we have is this Essence Pure Nude, the shade 10. This is another OG. I mean, I forget who originally brought this into like popularity, but this is like the quintessential highlight that isn't going to be like an insanely bright in your face metallic like champagne hit, but it's just like a beautiful glow. I really do love this product. The unfortunate thing for me is it is a tad too deep for my skin tone. Like, it is just on the border of being too deep. And I don't know if you can tell on camera, but on the face, it has this like, basically the base color is just a little too deep. So when it's on the cheekbones and you turn away, like, it has a sort of peach look on me. So it's a little bit too deep, but it is a beautiful color if you guys are looking. Like, again, this still stands up. So it's just a great product. I keep it for the summer and I just think it's so beautiful. Like, I don't know, it's an amazing product. And back when highlighters were such a thing, this is such a unique product from the drugstore to have like such a subtle glowy product, because this sort of finish was what high-end brands were doing, but no drugstore products were doing until this. And I think this is like an amazing product. It's also crazy how much product you get for like $3. So again, this is just something that's gonna last forever. So that is amazing. Okay, I have a couple of I guess cream products. So this is the Flower Day Glow Highlighting Glaze. This is, I feel like that's where the highlight advancements have come, are in like the cream highlights, and I think this is a really good one. I find cream products get like really disgusting though with like hair and stuff, but this is really beautiful and just like a nice creamy, gorgeous glow. Again, I don't even know if you can see it in the camera, but it's just a really pretty finish. I like this on top of the skin. I've kind of just discovered I don't really like cream products in a pan like this because I think they just get so gross, but I think this color is so perfect for like pale skin, so it really does stand up in that way. Another Flower Beauty product, this is the liquid highlighter, Spotlight liquid highlighter, or is that the shade In Opal? This is the Charlotte Tilbury dupe, and again, I mean, not much to be said about it. I think it's a really good highlight for getting that like intense sort of sheen on the cheeks. I actually find, in comparison to the other Flower Beauty one, I think this one shows a bit more texture on my skin. So I still, like, side by side, I think the glaze looks a little better. But I mean, these are all just so similar, so what can you do? But I have that one. And then the last product I have is kind of a throwback. I don't think this is sold anymore and it's probably gone bad, but it's just like such a good product, I keep it. This is the e.l.f. Jelly Highlighter in the shade Bubbly. This is a crazy product. It is like a jelly. Unfortunately, I think it's kind of separated. That's so sad. So it's a jelly product. I'm gonna try and swatch it. And it is just amazing. Like, that product is so good. It looks so good on the cheeks. It's like truly like a glazed effect. It looks so amazing. So I really keep this because I think it's such a standout product. I mean, and I think in comparison to like the Flower Beauty, again, I don't think any of this is really showing up, but this shows like so little texture compared to the liquid Flower Beauty one. So I think if you want a true like metallic sheen on the cheeks, I think this is the best one at it, honestly. And it was like $3. Unfortunately, probably not sold anymore, but would love for it to come back. Okay, let's do a quick run through of my thoughts on these. So again, I don't really think this is like a terrible part of my collection. These top four, in all honesty, I've had for so long. And frankly, most of these at this point, I've just had them for so long that I think these are all different enough and are good enough products that, you know, I don't mind having them. I think they're kind of out of trend right now. So am I saving onto them just because, like, you know, I might use them in the future? Yes. But I also think like highlighter as a product is kind of a, like, it's a category of product, you know. I think it'll come back into use more so in the future, and I still enjoy it sometimes for certain looks. I think this product is a phenomenal product to use, even not just as highlighter. I think I definitely got pulled into the fad on this product. I really don't use it that much nor like it that much, and comparing it on my hand to those other ones, like, it is probably my least favorite out of everything here. So definitely would not repurchase and probably need to just finish it up to remove it out of here. Unfortunately, the jelly highlighter is probably getting bad, but again, I do really love it. So I don't know, I don't have a lot to say about this. I think it's good to sort of swatch and see the differences in these. For example, I saw like how pink this one really was, and I didn't even realize, like, in comparison to those, how pink this one is, and it makes me kind of excited to use it. Because I had even been like, oh my gosh, I need a pink highlighter, and look, I have it right here in my collection. I think seeing this is such a good product, but it is just too deep for me, which is so weird because no one else complains of this being too deep for them, but it like swatched out, it most certainly is. So that's like a bummer for me. So I guess I need to decide if I need to revisit this in the summer to think if it'll ever really not be too deep for me, even though I love this formula, and it's just such an OG like YouTube product. It's like hard to look at that and be like, shoot, like, can I even use it? But yeah, I don't know. I don't have a lot to say about this because I really don't have an issue with buying these. Like, I think the most recent product I bought was either one of these two, and I like this one a lot, swatching it, and think it's probably the best in my collection. And this I'm like about, but you know, I don't really feel the need to buy more. So not much to be like, to prevent myself from doing in the future. But regardless, I think there is more highlighters in my collection through face palettes, so maybe I should have included those, but we'll get to those eventually. But yeah, those are my highlighter collection. Again, not a super long video, so hopefully this is just kind of a quick little intermission and interesting to see. So yeah, thank you guys for watching, and we'll check out another category coming up soon. I can't decide what it'll be, but it'll be something. So thanks for watching. See you guys.